But my parents, they got married. They moved back to Nigeria. They had my brother. They had me. I was born there. My name, Aisha, is very, very popular in Nigeria. That pronunciation, not so popular here. Everyone's like, hi, Aisha. Or they're like, Alicia. They just add letters that aren't there. One time I came to a show and the guy's like, Aisha, got it. And he went on stage and he just forgot what my name was. He's like, everybody put your hands together for Shaniqua. I was like, okay, that's me. But my friends, like, they get annoyed because I insist people say my name correctly. Like, I'll pronounce it correctly for them. Like, it's like an eyeball and Sha. It's easy. They're like, why don't you just go by your full first name and that'll alleviate any of the pressure. And here's the thing. My full first name is Aisha with a T-U at the end. So on paper, it looks cute, like, oh, Aisha 2. Ooh. Maybe there's an Aisha 1. Ah! The problem is that the correct pronunciation of my full first name is actually iShat. iShat. That is my legal name. Do you understand how hard that is? I'm like, what happened? My mom pushed for 36 hours and she's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, that's impossible. You can't, like, what's your name, sir? What's your name? Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. iShat. You'll notice he did not raise his hand to shake mine. He just went, where? You know, like, it's a real hard name. But I was dating a guy a while back who was like, you know what, though? That's your name. Those are your people. You need to embrace that, and everyone else needs to get used to it. And I was like, you are right. That's true. I was walking around after that being like, yeah, iShat. iShat. You deal with it. But it's tough. You know, I was living in Canada, coming to the States over and over. Do you know how hard it is to go through immigration? They're like, oh, what's your legal name? I'm like, you know what? I'll just stay in Canada. I'm good, thank you. It's tough. I'm going into like Starbucks, like they're like, oh, Frappuccino 4. Oh God, no. I'm like, yeah, you say it, barista. But I started using that name all the time and it started to feel good, you know? I'm like, yeah, iShat, it feels good. It felt really good until the first time that guy who I was dating and I had sex for the first time. Because it's hard when, like, you know, you're in the throes of passion and you look back to the man that you think you're in love with and he looks up and he says, it feels so good, iShat. Like, what do you say back, you know? I was just like, yeah, me too. I always question, what position am I in that joke? Do you know what I mean? He's clearly thrusting forward, and I'm jumping up and down. There's got to be at least one more person involved in that position, I think.